Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. In today's video, we're going to be analyzing this pair. This is the index 200, and I think some days ago I analyzed this pair and I shared the video here on YouTube. All right, and as you can see, what the market is doing now, I believe I mentioned that from the look of things, the market is giving us a continuation setup, bearish continuation because of the impulsive sales that we had here. The market sold impulsively, then started buying. All right, you can see the buys here. Then the way the market was buying actually made me to suggest the market is possibly going to be selling. It's creating a structure that signifies bearish continuation. All right, so we had a trend line somewhere here. We had a trend line right here. Okay, there's a trend line here, and then we also had another trend line, I think somewhere down there. I'm not sure, but let's go down. Okay, let me just duplicate this line and place it somewhere here. I think we had it somewhere right here as of that day. Okay, and then let's go down to the 4 hourly time frame. Now on the 4 hourly time frame, there you can see we had a break of structure, and so based on the fact that our strategy, it's a market structure strategy, we had a break of structure and the market was supposed to pull back to start buying again. All right. As you can see, this was the recent lower high, sorry, the higher low, but the market did not then we had our golden zone somewhere here, as you can see, but the market didn't respect it. It continued selling massively. I believe the day I made the video, the market was somewhere around here consolidating. And I've been telling you guys, once you notice the market is consolidating like this, or if the market doesn't get to your zone, the zone you actually expect it to start the move or begin the buy move in setup like this, do not really consider any setup from anywhere. Do not really take it serious, except there's a strong confirmation that the market can actually reverse from that point. Like here, there was a consolidation, but there was never a breakout. The market was just consolidating on this 4 hourly time frame, and then there was no breakout to the upside, which we would have said, okay, the market played you. No, you see, so meaning the market continued with the sales. All right, so and this is where we will have a lower high, sorry, a higher low, where we will have a change of character, and the market successfully came down. No confirmation at all from anywhere, because personally, if the market skips this after breaking out of this consolidation to the downside, I would expect the market to try to buy from here. I would expect the market to try to buy from here. Here being the fact that market actually had already bought from here before. This is actually a kind of a key level. But so you see, the market came here, there was no confirmation, so there wouldn't have been any way I would have taken an entry. Then if it missed here, I would have expected the market to buy from this level down here. And as you can see, there was no confirmation of any kind. So the market just continued the sales, created a change of character at this point. So we had a change of character here, and the market pulled back, and the market is now retesting. So what we are looking at for right now is a pullback. All right, for the market to get back into the range. Now let's zoom out a bit so you see the structure clearly. Now you can see what we have here, and whenever we have this structure here, I think they call this structure a bearish flag or whatever. But whenever we have an ascending structure like this, the market usually breaks to the downside. Most of the time the market breaks to the downside. So right now we have this structure, we have a breakout from the trend line, we also have a breakout from this zone support area, and also we have a change of character now, meaning the market should be considered a bearish market. So for that reason, we should be looking out for sell opportunities on this particular setup like this. Okay, so if we zoom in, you can see where the market is actually reacting from where it bought previously. Let me get the crosshair tool. This crosshair tool, with it you can see the market is buying from where it had bought previously, where it tried to buy previously, and it's almost like a zone where market also reacted previously. Let's see, some sells and some buys happened here. Okay, so with this, I think the market, based on what we can see here, there's a chance that the market, on buying to this level, it might then start selling. That's what I'm expecting. All right, the market will sell on getting to this same zone. And why I believe the market will sell from this zone is based on the fact that you can see that the market had sold. Let's zoom in and see. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in. Okay, so the market may have to come down. The market may want to sell from here because this is where we had a previous sell before. Market attempted a sell from that zone before. You can see a sell before here, and market also bought it. So it's a strong level in the market. And also we had this drop base drop setup right here at this point, so the market can get here and then start selling massively. All we have to do is to just watch and wait for the market to get to this zone. On market getting to this zone, guys, do not be in a hurry to take any entry. You can go to a lower time frame, from the 1 minute time frame, 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes, even up to the 1 minute time frame, to look for a better entry, an entry that will help you risk small to make more profit. All right, do not enter on the 1 hourly time frame, do not enter on the 4 hourly time frame. You'll be risking too high, too much, because the higher the time frame, the higher the risk. All right, so you can go to a lower time frame and take note of when the market is ready, like seeing a change of character on that lower time frame, and you stand a high chance of making some good profit on this particular pair. All right, that is it for this particular pair, and we are expecting the market to do massive sales. We are expecting a massive sell. So if by, let's say, you're able to find the setup, say find a good entry from here, then you can hold the trade down. The minimum lot size is 0.1, as you can see, but this space a bit volatile, so be careful with your count size. Confirm your count size first before you think of taking this trade. But if you can hold this trade to this level, this is a very strong support level. This is about $259 profit. Okay, so that is it for this particular page. Just keep an eye on it. Then the next pair we're going to be looking at is volatility 101S. Let's quickly look at this pair. All right, so right now, as you can see, this pair on the 4 hourly time frame, if you've been following our strategy, our videos, you understand that first of all, this is a very nice structure. All right, the market created we had a break of structure at this point. We had a break of structure here, then the market bought to this side, then pulled back, and it came back to where we have this, our golden zone. Okay, so after spotting that, the next thing we do is to always mark out our zones, mark out the golden zone, try to see if it is in line with the previous sell or buy zone where the market bought previously. And as you can see, market bought here before. You see the wicks, so there's a very high chance that the market, on coming back to this same zone, is going to buy, as long as it is in line with the golden zone. All right, and then you see on the market getting here, it bought massively. Now, how do you take the entry? That's where the problem comes. You don't just buy because the market has gotten to the golden zone, or the market has gotten to a zone where it bought previously. The market can still decide to beat this zone, continue down with its sales if it wants to change direction. It wants to continue with wants to go bearish. All right, but you can spot an entry on by going down to a lower time frame. You look for an entry where you do not risk too much. All right, so if you go down to, let's say, the 1 hourly time frame, you go to the 1 hourly time frame, you look for entry like maybe lower highs and lower lows. You can't spot it, just keep going down the time frame, just keep going down to where you see clear lower highs and lower lows. I remember when I was having a class with my students, I mentioned that the entry would have been somewhere around here, based on the fact that we had a change of character here where the market came back to retest this zone. Our entry would have been somewhere here, but would have been on the 1 minute time frame. All right, then our stop loss would definitely be a little below here. This pair, this is even minimum lot size is 0.5, but based on this Yeah, the last time I traded this pair, I used 2.5 to trade. So you can see with 2.5, I'm risking 2.35, and the market bought massively. Even up to here alone, it's about $54 in profit. Or even holding it up to this level, that's about $110 in profit, and you're risking just about $3 to $4. All right. So now, if you can always go down, I don't want to emphasize much on this or do a lot of illustration on this, but if you can always go down the time frame to spot when the market is ready to change direction, you notice that you'll be able to risk lower. All right. Meanwhile, the registration for the November mentorship batch, I mean the group mentorship, has just started. So officially started, and I'm still giving a chance for a $5 discount if you are interested. You have just 2 days. Within the next 2 days, it will be off. All right, the price goes back to its normal price. So quickly go to the Telegram channel by clicking on the link in the description of this video. It takes you to my Telegram channel. From there, you'll find my direct contacts. Reach out to me on WhatsApp or Telegram. I prefer WhatsApp. It seems to be more faster. If you have any inquiries, reach out to me, and also ensure you do a registration as soon as possible. All right. Do not waste your time. You still have time to make money this year. All right. The year is not yet over. There's a very high chance you can still make some good profit or some good money this year. All right. Take action as soon as you can. Meanwhile, so this is all for this particular pair here as it is. That is all for now on this pair. The next pair I would want to share with you guys is Crash 600 index. I took a trade on Crash 600 index yesterday. Let me see. Unfortunately, yesterday I was very busy. I couldn't do a video to share, but let's check Crash 600 index. I want to show you guys something. All right, so excuse me. I'll first of all go to the 4 hourly time frame. I'll show you something. Now, if you want to trade spikes on this kind of pairs, you look for zones. I first of all spotted this zone, then I went down to a lower time frame to spot my entry. So I'm going down to the 1 minute. This is actually the candlestick. This bearish candlestick is where I actually took my trade. This bearish candlestick, as you can see. So the market gave me so much profit on this pair, and I had about 7 positions with minimum losses of 0.2. Each position requires about between 9 and 10. It's not up to $10, about $9.4. So open about 7 positions, and the market moved nicely. If you go to the 1 minute time frame, let me show you. I just will be able to trace where I actually took my entry. Okay, this is it. Around this level is where I took my entry after spotting the change of character. Then my entry was just around here, around this level, while my stop loss was somewhere here. Okay, now then you can see the risk 2.69, or it was about 2.6969 or 2.7 that I risked for this trade pay position. So multiply by 7, you know how much I risked, and I made about $45 per position. That is how long I held the trade. I made about $45, I think so, per position. So you can imagine the risk and the reward. So this is exactly the kind of thing I want to teach in the July and November mentorship batch. So if you are yet to register, take advantage of this opportunity. Trading boom and crash is very interesting, and especially if you're able to catch the spikes, because you'll be risking small to make money, make some good profits. All right, and I'll also show you how you can, even if you want to be taking one spike per setup, there's how you can spot it too. So you can just be getting one spike, even with that you can still make some good profit in a day. Okay, all right guys, so I think this video is already too long. I want you guys to just try to practice what you've learned in this video. Always go to a lower time frame to look for an entry. Do not be in a hurry to take a trade. Ensure you have the confirmations that you have. You see the confirmation that you need before you take an entry, and trust me, your experience will change. For the mentorship, if you are interested in my private mentorship, I strongly advise you do so. It will do you so much good. Then I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed. Peace out.